What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd and I'm back with some more Age of Titans action, spawning in the left hand side of the map in the red color playing set. He's on a Smurf account, or was on a Smurf account, by the name of Zai. It is the very old expert AOM King. His opponent today in the blue color playing Uranus is DOD Magyar. The map is Highland, and as you probably already guessed, yes, this game is a little bit old. And there's not much I can do about that at the moment because there are many games that aren't being uploaded. I don't understand. I go on to RTS Sanctuary looking for a high level game and I don't see any experts posting games. I don't see any from Mister. I don't see any from Army Corps. I don't see any from Spoeft or Adafang or whatever. So let's go back to an old classic. I watched this game once miles ago. It was a while ago, and it was just absolutely hilarious, and I thought that it might be a good start to my break, because I'm on uni break now. I'm going to be attempting to put out a bunch of content over this break, and yeah, so I might just start with this game. We do see that Magyar has grabbed his early dock. We can see that King over here is aiming for a little bit more of a land approach, choosing not to get the dock. Generally, I would recommend that this is not the most, well, it's obviously not the most economically efficient strategy you can do, because if you were to grab the fish, it's basically like having two town centers right at the start of the game. Magyar knows that, and he's going for that economy. He's getting his villagers out, doing all of the good stuff that he wants to do. It's great. There's a nice relic over here, what's it called? Ring of the Niblong? Niblong? Ring of the Niblong? I don't know. I can't. And Harmonious Necklace? Jeez, those relics are amazing for Magyar. Grungir, Odin Spear for King, and the Trio Spurs. So pretty decent over there. See the house going up for King. King now chucking down his temple. Looking like he wants to go to that classical age really quickly. Magyar, on the other hand, having a little bit of Idle Town Center time. Idle Town Center time. I can't speak properly. Bit of an issue right there. Needs to get that one cleaned up as soon as possible. You see that this villager over here bashing away on this wood, wants to get those fishing ships out. Unfortunately for Magyar, he's picked a pretty obnoxiously bad spot for his fishing ships. Only got Only got 6 fish here. I feel like if you had that connected there, it'd be much more fair. I think that this map really needs some balancing out. I think that it's a nice idea to have the 2 spots, but I think it should either be a 1 spot in the middle or 3 spots, so that you don't have this one area of fish that if you magically get there, then you get the complete advantage. See that if I jump over to King's perspective, he is coming close to that 400 food. He's going to be garrisoning all that food into his town center and moving his villagers onto the gold mine. Looks like he's going to be doing something a little bit sneaky here, so advancing incredibly quickly, getting his mining camp up. I'm not going to quite spoil what I think he's about to do. Magyar, on the other hand, unbeknownst to him, he's probably going to chuck up a temple soon and start going to that next age. If we jump over to his camera, he's almost got the wood. There we go, 100 wood, 100 gold. You must see something's going on. The score is so low for King, 262. He's chucking down his temple now. Magyar getting this citizen out. I think he's built one too many citizens for his own good day. Stopping the fish production once this area has been completely it starts to get completely gathered here. That's basically 2 citizens of Atlanteans gathering food for him, and he's going to be hitting that classical age advance button soon. King, on the other hand, almost into that second A, is going to be starting the mercenary auto queue straight away. Cast vision on his opponent just to see what's going on. He knows that the cooldown of that vision is quite high, so he can use it in the advanced section. He wants to see if there's any spots he should shift on, and right here would be the best spot. Mana now coming down for Magyar. Magyar trying to prevent prevent this attack happening here. We see that this shockwave goes down, and Mercenary attempting to take down this town center as well. As soon as they start getting, like, as soon as they stop getting stunned. Continue to pick off this town center. The villagers, however, repairing it, trying to stop it from not dying. If we jump over to Magi's perspective, we see he's at 55%. He just needs to hold this town center up. If he does manage to keep it alive, then probably will win this game. We see the Wadjet attacking those citizens, trying to stop them from really repairing it here. See another citizen coming over here, sort of sitting here idly, and the villagers getting picked off, the Pharaoh getting picked off there. But it looks like the town center will fall at 88%. It's going down, and it looks like Magi in a bit of pain here. He's got 142 gold, 270 wood, 500 and 600 food there. The villagers getting picked off by the villagers, citizens, sorry, getting picked off by the villagers, and it looks like the villagers have been heroized here. Really wants to keep them alive. We see that King putting a bunch of pain onto Magi. Magi trying to pick off the priest. I don't think that's going to matter all too much. However, looks like the other citizens that got heroized getting picked off as well. Wadjet doing some real work onto these backline citizens there, which are chasing the priest, and Magi decides to tap out at 5 minutes and 3 seconds. Two of the best players to have played this game ever. This is just a really cheeky strategy that King made. Pick off Eranos on this map. So if you have problems with Eranos, then what you need to do is and you play with your friends, right? This is like a real sneaky thing. They don't watch too many videos. They play Eranos, and you just want to be real sneaky about it. Right, say, okay, let's play on Highland. We set up some rules. Let's play on Highland. I am play Set, you play Eranos, and we'll play. And you bet them that I can beat you in under 5 minutes. And they just go whatever, and you're gonna queue up, and you're gonna just village rush them and win. Very, very simple build over. He chucked all of his villagers over here onto the deer, get that resource income, and then once he had all the resources, he put all his villagers onto the gold mine, and he made some mercenary and shifting sands them over onto the town center, and boom, attack the villagers, and GG. A really sneaky way to win. Now, I'm going to keep talking for a while. If you're not 100% interested in what I have to say, you can stop watching. It's kind of relevant though, because it involves you guys. And the reason why I'm putting it at the end of the video rather than at the start is because this was such a short game, and I don't want to really give anything away based on how short this game is. I don't want to make the video short so that people realize that this is some sort of gimmicky cheese strategy. So I'm going to talk for a little bit. What I want to do over this break is put some community content out there. So I want some help from you guys. I really want to try out and see if this will work. I really want to try out Day 9's Fun Day Monday idea. So firstly, I want to set up a concept, and I think that for the first week of this thing, I'm going to put the video out at some point next week. But what I want you guys to do is send me recording games of you playing as any race, but only building myth units and winning the game. Well, not necessarily winning, but you're only allowed to build myth units. Obviously, if you are Norse, it's going to be very difficult, but do try. But for every other race, you're allowed to build villages, you're allowed to build any buildings, you're allowed to have your pharaoh out. Not allowed to build more priests than what you get at the start. Even if you are Ra and you want to use those empowering abilities, not allowed to build them. But yeah, basically villages, villages, buildings, and myth units. It's all you're allowed to build. I really want to see this happen. So in the link below, I've got an email address that I'd love you guys to send these recorded games to. Don't upload them anywhere. I mean, if you really want to upload them, you can upload them at RTS Sanctuary. But I really want to see them firsthand. I'll watch through them all and pick out my favorite ones, and I'll try and get something out there for you guys to watch. So that's that. I'll say the email address. It's hailboytv@gmail.com. It's going to be in the description below, and yeah, it's going to be that one. The other thing is, I want you guys to start pestering those top players to post recording games. Seems to be this sort of elitist I don't want to say elitist. It's kind of elitist, but it's basically like these guys don't want to post recorded games because they think that because their opponent says they played badly, and they feel kind of cheated because they don't post recorded games. And I'm like, well, you should be posting recorded games. You guys are so good, and that's the reason why we like how lower players get better. You post your recorded games. It's not fair that you keep them to yourself, especially like when they're so quality and everyone likes and everyone enjoys them. So if you ever see a top player play a game, just ask them to post it, and then that'll be enough. That'll give them that they can put up and they can go, so and so told me to post this game, and it's going to be great. Um, so yeah, I really want to see more recorded games posted because I was looking for them today. I couldn't find any of them anywhere. Um, what else was on my mind? So I had the Fun Day Monday idea. I had recorded games, and um, yeah, as for me streaming, I was gonna really put a lot of effort into streaming over the break. However, I've changed my mind about that. Instead of doing that, I'm just gonna be putting videos on YouTube. I'm gonna try and put out a heap. So I've been streaming for a while, late at night or my night, which is like probably morning for everywhere else in the world. But I've been streaming then, and I've been getting a few viewers, but I feel like more of you guys will see the content if I post it on YouTube. So that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to put my effort into that and go from there. Anyways, if you guys are still watching now, I really want to thank you guys for sticking around and just hearing me out for my concepts and stuff. Again, send me some of your recorded games at hellboytv@gmail.com. Yep. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching so much.